Welcome to the weekly Roundup Part 2. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 448, and I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher. Picking up where I left off yesterday, on the compound effect, Dr. Joseph Donnelly gave us a good example, and I hope I get this right though. He said, if you increase your wealth 1% every day, in 70 days it will double because of the compound effect. He said it's the same with behaviors and aspirations, and we can apply it to all aspects of our life. Tim commented on my walking and said that some days when he was running he would feel worse and wonder why he was more winded, let's say, than he was 3 months ago. And then he'd remember that there are many variables that go into how you feel. And I'd also add that how you feel and how I feel is probably the worst pretend metric you can use to judge anything. I found that out last July, and I pray I'll never make that mistake again. He concluded with trust your training. And although we all think that has to do with athletics stuff, we must realize that it applies to every aspect of our lives. Let's use our trust your training in every aspect of our life. Melissa has been talking with her educators about getting 1% better every day tied to the same standard so people aren't jumping around all over the place. We need more discussions like that in education and life, and thank you, Melissa, for doing that. Debbie had two great thoughts. She said that her family didn't bring junk food, my word, into the house. If you were outside and wanted to buy it and eat it, then it was okay. That's a good idea. After all, they tell you to rid your house of the things you're trying to quit, like alcohol, cigarettes. When I quit smoking, I had to get every single butt out of my house before I could even start quitting. It does help greatly. She also said I could consider wearing ankle weights while training. I was worried that she was going to follow that by telling me to jump in the Hudson River. Is that where Jimmy Hoffa is, or was that in Chicago? I don't know. But she was kind and didn't say that. She said that it would be heavy now, but it would make things seem lighter when race time comes. I have enough problems with my gait that I think that wouldn't work well for me, but the concept is definitely something I've used before. When I was talking about a way to change focusing on someone or something you've lost, I said to then put a but followed by something you've gained. Ramona said she doesn't use the word but because it negates all that's gone before. So she's going to use a different word. I think you could probably use and. Frank gave me a quote from Bob Dylan's father. I hope I get this right too. It's even if you don't have all the things you want, be grateful for the things you don't have that you don't want. Let me say that again. I had to hear it twice. Even if you don't have all the things you want, be grateful for all the things you don't have that you don't want. I love that, Frank. Thank you. Melissa and Tim had phenomenal comments about filling the mind, and I'm going to keep you in suspense till next week when I'll devote an entire call to their comments. Have a diamond week, everybody.